Have you ever felt as if life is speeding by, leaving you wondering if you are truly embracing every precious moment? I remember one crisp morning when I found myself sitting on a weathered park bench, feeling as though the years were slipping through my fingers like grains of sand. In that moment, a spark of insight illuminated my thoughts. Aging is not about slowing down, but about living with intention, passion, and wisdom. I witnessed an octogenarian joyfully tossing a frisbee with his grandchild, their laughter ringing out like a symphony of youth and vitality. That day, I vowed to transform my approach to each new sunrise, to rediscover the simple pleasures that make life extraordinary. My journey began with a small, deliberate step, a daily walk that not only invigorated my body, but also rekindled my spirit. I embraced each morning with a sense of curiosity, exploring familiar streets and hidden corners of my neighborhood. With every step, I felt my worries fade and my heart lighten, as if the rhythm of my footsteps was orchestrating a quiet rebellion against the passage of time. This daily walk became my ritual, a meditative practice that taught me that every stride is a celebration of life's resilience and beauty. It was a reminder that even the smallest actions, when performed with mindful intention, can spark a profound transformation in both body and soul. So, every morning, with renewed determination, I step forward into a day filled with promise and hope indeed. Picture a moment when you reach for a quick, processed snack without thinking twice, only to later feel the heavy weight of regret as your energy wanes. I once found myself trapped in that cycle, consuming food that was neither nourishing nor respectful of my body's true needs. Then one day, I decided to make a change, a conscious decision to treat myself with the same love and care I so freely offer others. I began by choosing fresh, vibrant ingredients and crafting simple meals that filled not only my stomach, but also my soul with warmth. Each bite became a celebration of self-respect, a silent affirmation that I was worthy of quality nourishment. Slowly, my relationship with food transformed into a joyful ritual, one where every meal was a testament to self-love and mindfulness. I started exploring local markets, engaging with farmers, and savoring the rich, natural flavors of home-cooked meals. As I cooked, I found solace in the process, letting the vibrant colors and aromatic herbs remind me that every ingredient had a story to tell. My body responded with renewed vigor, and I began to feel lighter, more energetic, and deeply connected to myself. This journey taught me that eating well isn't about strict diets or deprivation. It's about making choices that honor your body's needs and celebrating the small, delicious moments of everyday life. With each mindful bite, I rediscovered the joy of living, a reminder that self-care begins at the dinner table. Nourish yourself daily always. Imagine a time when laughter erupted from the depths of your being, breaking the monotony of an otherwise challenging day. I vividly recall an evening spent with a dear friend, when the simple act of watching an old comedy film transformed our mood completely. In that moment, the world outside faded away, replaced by a burst of unbridled joy that made every worry seem trivial. Laughter, I learned, is more than a reaction. It is a restorative balm for the soul. It has the remarkable power to dissolve tension, uplift spirits, and remind us that even in the face of life's inevitable trials, there is always room for delight. I began to incorporate laughter into my daily routine by seeking out moments that sparked genuine amusement, whether it was sharing a playful joke, reminiscing about humorous memories, or simply finding humor in the absurdities of everyday life. This practice taught me that embracing laughter is a radical act of self-care, one that invites lightness into even the heaviest of days. Every chuckle and hearty laugh became a celebration of life itself, a reaffirmation that joy is never out of reach. With each passing day, I grew more convinced that laughter is not just an emotional response, but a vital ingredient in maintaining overall well-being. It rejuvenates the spirit and fosters a sense of connection with those around us. In a world that often feels weighed down by responsibility and stress, laughter offers a precious escape, a momentary release that restores hope. After years of drifting through a seemingly endless stream of days, I discovered the profound power of a well-crafted routine. Without a structured plan, I often felt like a boat adrift on a vast ocean, susceptible to the whims of chance and circumstance. In search of a remedy, I began to create a gentle rhythm for my day, simple yet intentional actions that provided a sense of purpose and stability. Each morning, I welcomed the day with a quiet cup of coffee, savoring its warmth and the promise it held. I established small rituals, such as a peaceful walk to greet the sunrise or spending a few moments in silent reflection, allowing my mind to settle and my heart to find calm. These daily practices became the anchors that kept me grounded amid life's unpredictable tides. With time, I found that the structure of my routine did not confine me. Rather, it liberated me by offering a framework within which I could explore, create, and grow. It was in these moments of quiet consistency that I rediscovered the beauty of living with intention. I learned that every habitual action, no matter how modest, contributes to a greater tapestry of well-being. My routine evolved to include moments of self-care, connection, and even spontaneous joy, reminding me that structure and freedom are not mutually exclusive, but can coexist harmoniously. In embracing a daily routine, I reclaimed my time and found that life, when lived with purpose, unfolds in beautifully predictable ways truly remarkable. There was a time when silence seemed like the safest refuge from the burdens of my own thoughts, a period when I believed that keeping my worries to myself was a sign of strength. Yet, as days turned into weeks and loneliness crept in, I discovered that the act of opening up to someone else could be transformative. I recall the first time I reached out, a simple phone call to a loved one that stretched on for over an hour. During that conversation, I poured out my heart without fear of judgment, sharing both trivial details and deep-seated emotions. It was as if each word spoken lifted a weight I had carried silently for too long. I learned that true connection is not measured by the length of the conversation, but by the depth of understanding and compassion exchanged. That call became a turning point, revealing that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a pathway to genuine human connection. It reminded me that every shared story, every exchange of heartfelt laughter or tearful admission, weaves a fabric of trust and empathy between people. From that day forward, I made it a point to reach out regularly, whether through a phone call, a visit, or even a simple chat with a friendly stranger. In those moments of shared understanding, I found solace and renewed strength, realizing that talking is not just a way to unburden oneself, but also a celebration of the bonds that connect us all. Conversations heal our hearts indeed. There came a moment in my life when the familiar comfort of routine began to feel confining, and I realized that growth often requires the courage to venture into the unknown. I decided to challenge myself by trying something completely new, an experience that at first seemed daunting but ultimately revealed layers of joy and self-discovery. I enrolled in a pottery class, a decision that surprised even me, as I had never before considered working with clay. With each session, my hands became a canvas of creativity and imperfection. The clay, stubborn and unpredictable, taught me that beauty can be found in every flaw, every slip, and every unexpected turn. I laughed at my own clumsiness, embraced the mess, and celebrated the small victories that came with every molded piece. This bold step into the unfamiliar opened doors to a deeper understanding of who I am and what I can achieve when I let go of the fear of failure. It was a powerful reminder that the willingness to try new things is not merely about acquiring a skill. It is about awakening a dormant part of your soul that thrives on exploration and adventure. By stepping outside my comfort zone, I discovered that the world is brimming with opportunities for growth, creativity, and genuine happiness. Every new experience, no matter how minor it may seem, has the potential to enrich your life in ways you never imagined, transforming the ordinary into something truly extraordinary. New challenges always lead to unexpected joy. In the quiet hours of the night, when the world is still and thoughts often swirl like autumn leaves in the wind, I discovered the transformative power of sleep. For a long time, I struggled to quiet my mind, staying awake as worries danced behind my eyelids. It was during those sleepless nights that I realized how vital restorative rest is to both the body and soul. I began to honor the need for sleep by establishing a calming bedtime ritual. Each evening, I dimmed the lights, set aside my phone, and created a sanctuary of tranquility with soft music and a good book. As I settled into this peaceful routine, I found that sleep no longer eluded me. Instead, it embraced me like a long-lost friend, offering rejuvenation and clarity. I began to wake with a sense of renewal, each day imbued with the promise of fresh beginnings and gentle energy. The simple act of prioritizing sleep transformed my outlook on life, revealing that true strength often comes from allowing oneself the grace to rest and recover. I learned that sleep is not a luxury, but a fundamental necessity, a time when the mind can process, the body can heal, and the spirit can recharge. Embracing this nightly ritual was a declaration of self-care, a commitment to honoring the natural rhythms of life, and an acknowledgement that even in our busiest moments, rest is a powerful ally on the path to well-being. Sleep restores the strength of our hearts truly. In the midst of life's many challenges and triumphs, I learned that taking time to celebrate oneself is not an act of vanity, but a profound affirmation of resilience and self-worth. After enduring a particularly challenging week, I decided to honor my journey by treating myself to a small, yet deeply meaningful indulgence, a slice of my favorite pie. That simple act was not merely about savoring a delicious dessert. It was a moment to acknowledge every struggle overcome, every silent battle fought, and every victory, no matter how small, that had led me to this point. As I took that first bite, I felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude and pride for the person I had become. It was a ritual of self-celebration, a reminder that every experience, whether filled with joy or sorrow, contributes to the unique tapestry of our lives. I began to understand that self-celebration is a powerful tool for reinforcing the value of our own stories. It encourages us to pause, reflect, and embrace both our strengths and imperfections. Over time, I cultivated habits that allowed me to regularly honor my journey, writing down achievements, revisiting cherished memories, and even simply taking a quiet moment to appreciate my own resilience. In celebrating yourself, you create space for self-love, renewal, and an ever-present sense of hope for the future. Remember, every step you take is worthy of celebration, and every moment of self-recognition builds the foundation for a life lived with purpose and joy. Celebrate your unique journey. If you have enjoyed this video, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Click on notifications so you never miss another one of our videos. If you know someone who could benefit from this video, please share it. Stay happy and healthy. We will see you in the next video.